it's the Silly Moustache here, and this is an attempt to reply to Susan Roycroft, who I suspect isn't Susan Roycroft but Don, a regular contributor to the comments pages of my videos. So hi Don, thanks very much. You just asked me to talk about my guitar types and my string types. Okay, so I'm starting off with a triple O that's in my lap here, because I'm in a very small room and I'm covered in guitars. This is my ideal guitar, middle of the road. It's a flat picker and it's a finger picker. It's a standard 25.5 scale and it wears light gauge strings. When I go out to play, it's more likely that I will be playing my dreadnoughts, one of my 3 dreadnoughts. This is my Collings DS2H, which is the size up from that one. This is again the same scale, 25.5, wears medium gauge strings, lots of power. And when if I'm going to play more than just 2 or 3 numbers or something like that, I will often take along my 12 string. You see this is a 12 fret dread in the style of an early 1931-33 Martin, but made by Collings in I think 2007, something like that. But it goes very nicely with an old Martin 12 string. This Martin guitar was actually the first year of production, 1964. And it was rebuilt, and I don't know how radically it was rebuilt by Martins in 1998. So it's got a posher trim than it would have had in 1964. It's a D1220, but it actually looks like a D1235, and it's got an adjustable truss rod and such like. So this is great for bringing a whole new dynamic to a performance, sing a couple of with the 6 string and then one on this, and then go back to 6 string. And this is tuned down to D, and I only use one type of string on this because it's the only one I can get, and that's the Dario EJ37s, because I like a 54 and 12s, but tuned down to D, so it's okay. Right, other instruments that I have, if I'm not using my 12 string or one of my dreads, I might go to do a little guest spot or something like that with my Santa Cruz Roy Smec, I'll say that again. So this has the tone and the power of a dreadnought, but it's a jumbo, yeah. Not a super jumbo, it's a jumbo, and it's made in the image of a Roy Smec Hawaiian guitar. It's a shorter scale than the dreadnought, 24 and 7/8, I think, something like that, and it has the 1 13/16 nut that I crave, and a 2 5/16 nut string spacing. It's a delight to play, and like the dreads, it wears medium gauge strings, same type. Where are we now? The other Gibson-esque type guitar, flat top guitar that I own, this is acrobatics, is my Waterloo. This is my little Gibson-esque type thing. Let's get away with that. I got this because someone came along to my club with a pre-war small-bodied Gibson that he had rebuilt from a box of splinters, basically, and it was a delight. So I went off merrily to buy a small-bodied Gibson, and I went to a shop that had half a dozen, and none of them suited me at all for various reasons. But there was a little display in the corner that I hadn't noticed first of all, of Waterloo guitars, made by the budget line of Collings, and I tried this because it's a 12 fret. It's only 1 3/4 nut, but it doesn't seem to be too much of a problem now. And it's just a bluesy little thing. It's maple back and sides, so it has that. And the last ones are my notable failures. This is the only real Gibson that I have, and it is a 1934 or 35 L4 or L7. It says L4 in there. It's in remarkably good condition, and I bought it to learn jazz and western swing and failed. And so now, because I've got one too many guitars in this very small house, I'm considering selling this. I put these nickel bronze by D'Addario on all my art shops, 3 of them, and on my resonators, which I just couldn't bring into the room at the moment, and my mandolin. They seem to work very, very well. Have I spoken about strings? I think I have previously, but I don't mess around. Dreadnoughts and archtops and the jumbo. That's about it. And the resonators, medium gauge, 56 to 13s. Don't mess around with that. Light gauge, triple O's, double O's, single O's, and this little fella here, light gauge, 53 to 12. That's it. And I use D'Addario's uncoated EJ17s, EJ16s, and I use Martins when I can get them, MA540s or 550s. Sometimes I try the MA540T, which stay looking prettier for a bit longer. They don't last actually much longer than the other ones, and a bit more expensive. And these. So there we are. That's my strings, and those are some of my guitars showing some of what I use, except the ones that I don't use much. So I hope that's helpful, and if you have any more questions, Don, please ask them, and if you have been, thanks for watching.